Welcome to Aggie Pride, a UC Davis football podcast, an interview-driven show focused on stories over stats, and your number one home for everything happening in FCS football, the Big Sky Conference, and of course, your UC Davis Aggies. Each week, we sit down with players, coaches, alumni, and voices around the program to dive deep into the stories that matter and have a little fun along the way. This is Aggie Pride. This episode is proudly sponsored by Next Level Sports, delivering the best youth sports experience. If you have a young, aspiring athlete in 1st through 7th grade, this is your chance to get on the field with Next Level flag football at UC Davis. All teams are coached by a current UC Davis Aggies football player, giving kids real mentorship from the same student athletes who practice and play on the same field within the Aggies football program. All activity takes place at UC Davis Health Stadium, so you get the full game day experience every week. Whether your participant is brand new to the sport or already obsessed with football, Next Level focuses on skill building, teamwork, and growth. It's an incredible way to build confidence, make friends, and learn from true role models. Sign up today at nextlevelsports.com. Hey, this is Brock with Aggie Pride Podcast. I'm not on camera right now for those who are on YouTube who are like, where is that guy wearing that interesting t-shirt with Coach Plough a little bit ago? He's sitting behind the camera. Who's on camera? We have none other than Sam Gbatu. I hope you like that nickname.
That's good.
And then one of the Bay Area boys, Trent Carrade. Welcome to the show, guys. How are you?
Good. Appreciate you. Thanks for having us here.
Yeah, I love it. You'll notice they're sharing a mic because we have a pretty legit setup in Coach Plough's office, but we do only have one mic for them. So apologies. We just finished spring ball practice. You guys have been at it for a couple weeks. Sam, we'll start with you. How are you feeling, like physically? How's practice going for you and your group?
Yeah, it's been good. It's younger guys, just trying to bring them along. But other than that, just trying to build up one day at a time. For me, I'm getting there, but I'm a vet now, so my body is a little banged up.
Is it hurting?
A little bit, yeah. But other than that, I'm getting there. I'm pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, to stay with you for a second, like it is a fact that, the more you play, the more there's wear and tear on your body. Like, are there certain things that you are doing to make sure you stay healthy? Are there certain things that Coach Burke works on with you specifically to make sure that because you look fresh, you look fast out there, look like the same Gbatu we know, but what are you doing to kind of stay up to shape on that?
Yeah, for one, just trying to eat right. When I'm not here, just not doing anything extra. And then just get in the training room as much as I can, whenever I have the time. Yeah. But other than that, that's about it.
Okay, nice. When you say eat right, we were joking around. I was like, oh yeah, I was in Davis last week. I went to Zia's. You're like, what's Zia's? Which like half the listeners are upset with you for not knowing Zia's. I probably asked you this previously, but like, what's the spring ball cuisine for you? Where are you hanging out and eating at?
I would say I eat a lot of burritos. Even though I did say I was trying to eat right, but other than that, like, honestly, if I'm not eating burritos at like Gua's or something, I'm probably making myself some food at home. But yeah, burritos and maybe Alibaba sometimes.
Okay, one more and then we'll talk Trent.
Yes, sir.
We walked through, so producer Paul behind the camera had not been into the weight room. So I'm like, oh, let's just walk in there. Of course, we see Jacob Psyk. He looks like 120 pounds now.
Yeah.
He's lost a bunch of weight. He's ready to be a banker in Boston. But we're seeing like muscle milk and all that. Like after every lift, are you guys grabbing food from that when you head out? And what are you grabbing?
Yeah, for me, after a lift, I get the chocolate muscle milk. And then I get me some Uncrustables. And then, or if they have the fruit, the apple juice there, those are really good. I get those. And then the last thing I get is the orange cup, the fruit cup. Those are really good too. I do. That's like sometimes my breakfast in the morning too. So like if I don't eat at home in the morning, when I get here, I have that time. That's before the meetings. That's when I grab.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So in high school, I went to 2 different high schools. At my second high school, we would have a fridge, and our coach was legit. He coaches at Missouri now. He's a legit coach. And he would stock it with muscle milk. I mean, this is high school
legit,
weightlifting.
yeah.
So we would grab a muscle milk on the way out and we felt like stars.
Yeah.
Then I came to Davis and it was like you would grab a towel from Hickey Gym on the way out and it would stink. Like that's what we had at that point.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk to Trent. We'll come back to you, Sam. Trent, you are only 21. I thought you were like 24. 20.
20, yep.
You're only 20. When do you turn 21?
June.
Yep. Okay. But it feels like you've been here for a while.
Yeah, going into year 4.
Dang. And I mentioned Jacob Psyk. I guess one of the things I'm interested in naturally, because I'm obsessed with the D-line, like what is the group? Yeah, thanks. What is the group looking like now that kind of Joey's coming back a little bit? You have some younger guys that are getting more playing time. I know Jaden looked pretty good in practice today. Like, what's it like for you taking on this leadership role in another year?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, last year we obviously had guys like Psyk and then, of course, Darrell, who is now graduated, and then, of course, myself and Rain. But now there's some turnover. Psych leaves, Darrell leaves, but we've got some really good young guys that we're really excited about. Jaden Few, first is just awesome. I mean, that guy is a physical freak. I think when you compare him to the 3 ends I've played with, so Psych, Zach Kennedy, and then himself, he's right up there for how physically present he is. And he's so young. It's so exciting to watch. And then interior wise, we've got 3 really good freshmen and then a JUCO guy as well. So Julian Fernandez, he's a small town guy from Corcoran. He's an absolute baller. Tyler Parker, big old meatball in the middle. And then we got Devin Hugal, who is awesome. He got injured, unfortunately, but we're super excited about all 3 of those guys. And then Ike holding it down in the middle as well. He's a American River guy, and he's awesome. So all those guys, bring a lot to the table. And then, of course, we've got Big Rain coming back. So we're really excited about the youth in the group as well as, the veteranship that myself and Rain bring. So we're excited.
That's awesome. Coach Plough was talking about just some, and I don't know if it's touched the D-line as much, but just some of the concepts and maybe philosophy on the defensive side of the ball being tweaked a little bit. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I think when you've watched the Blue Force over the past years, you've seen a lot of the safety fitting in the middle and the front 7. And obviously that's great when you have Rex Connors, who this is public now, but the twins are back.
They're back.
But I think we've shifted our focus a little bit to wanting, the run game to bounce outside a little more. So we've tweaked that. And a lot of that has to do with the back end. So how the linebackers and DBs are fitting. And, it changes a bit for us up front, but not as much. But I think it's going to be an exciting change, and it's going to bring a different look for us all around. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, I love it. Coach Brady, we've gotten a chance to know him a little bit, but what's that relationship like for you? What do you like about Coach Brady?
I mean, that guy, I like to mess with him, but he means a lot to me. I mean, he was the one coach to take a chance on me out of high school. And he is a very important figure to me. I mean, I spent a lot of time with that guy. Not only is he a great coach, but he's a great father and just a great man. I mean, the coaches know, but I spent a lot of time just messing with that guy and coming up here and chatting up with him. So, I mean, that's a guy that'll be at my wedding one day. So I appreciate him a lot.
That's cool. That's really cool. One of the things I talked about with Coach Plough was our defensive coordinator when I played here, and just like how you say, oh, he's going to be at your wedding. I mean, I still just think of like important conversations, like life conversations I had with Coach Johnson, who had been the DC at Utah State, but was a UC Davis guy before that. And so that's really cool. Sam, kind of kicking it over to you. You're going to have a new guy throwing you the ball. And I'm just interested. Like, I know Jackson wasn't here, I think, for all of winter. Am I right on that? So Trainer was the only guy for a little bit. I know Coach Plough was saying like you guys would go out on the field and do some work together, but like, what's it like developing chemistry with like a couple different guys. And how do you see how they've performed so far in the spring?
Yeah, those guys are hardworking. Jackson came in, yeah, like you said, midway through winter.
Okay.
He's been in the office with Coach Sheldon the whole time. He's been trying to get up to speed with us. He's a hard worker. Trent is also really hardworking guys. They want to come along. Like we have here. This place is known for their quarterback play. Obviously with Caden leaving, somebody got to step up, and they've been trying to do that. Every day is a grind. So for right now, we're just trying to, get comfortable with each other. Even with not just myself, but guys like PJ, LD, Tyler, and younger guys like Cohen, they're trying to find their role in the offense. So, yeah, we're excited for those guys and, the battle that they have going on right now.
That's cool. When we were meeting earlier, Jake, Maier, and Miles Hastings just come cruising by. I'm like, what's up, guys? And one of the things that Coach Plough said to Dwight and I, he's like, you should get a podcast with like guys from like, you should get Sam Gbatu to meet with like Bakari Grant and Keelan. and so I am interested, and I think I've told you this, Trent, before. Like when I played here, I didn't interact with guys from different generations like at all.
Yeah.
Part of it is it's a little intimidating, and I was not a star, so I was like, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. But I'm interested for both of you, really. And Sam, we can start with you. What is it like when you see a guy like Jake and Miles coming back around, and like what have the interactions been for each of you with alumni of the program, if any?
Yeah, I'll start with Jake. It was my first time actually meeting him, like, personally, and he gave the speech to us earlier in the meetings, and he seems like a great guy. He seems like he has, like, the true passion for the game and the love for the game that, when you see a guy, you just know he has that. And then for Miles, like, me and Miles, when I came in, me, Miles, and PJ actually, we always went to Miles' house to, learn the playbook, and so we just started creating that relationship early. And even now, like throughout the season, like off season, Miles will text me here and there, just trying to give me like a little tips here and there to, like stay ready for the season kind of deal. And just seeing him today was great because, it just brought smiles to my face. Like I'm saying it right now, but it just brought back all the great memories and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really exciting to see those guys. Those guys are really household name, and they're pretty much Davis legends. So it's always great to see them.
So you're a receiver too. Like, are there any, like, I mentioned Bakari. I don't know if you've had a chance to meet him or some other guys like from my generation. Have you had any interactions with previous receivers at UC Davis? Like, what's that like for you, or even just like knowing of certain guys who came before you?
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to Tony Case.
Okay.
I don't think I've met Bakari before.
Okay.
I don't think I've talked to like Doss like that actually at all. So, I think honestly that would be a great idea because for me personally, I know I would love to meet those guys, just to hear their side of the ball, just what was the thought process when they were here and beyond this place. And I think that would be great for the program for you guys to bring back those guys to talk to younger guys like us, me, Trent, there's those younger upcoming guys to just because you always hear about them, you never know like what it's like to sit face to face with them and get to know them, hear them out. So I think that would be really great for us.
Yeah. Trent, we'll go to you. What was, I guess, if you can, like, what did Jake talk about with you guys this morning? And then what's the alumni experience been like?
Yeah, I mean, Jake was great. Like Sam, that was my first time meeting him and hearing from him. But yeah, I mean, he was awesome. He touched on why he loves Davis so much and what makes it so special. And I think that's a lot of stuff we can just agree on, from the coaches to the players to the culture. But the main thing he really touched on is how we have the opportunity, as this 2026 team, to break through. We have an opportunity to be Big Sky champions and get past that quarterfinal mark and really make a run for a national championship. And I think that's something we have our eyes on every day. And as motivating as it is, it's exciting. And I think that was a really special message to hear from such a guy that's had such a big impact here. So that was great.
Yeah.
And then in terms of other alums, I mean, the Evan Beardens, Princeton Tokies, Zach Kennedys, Sony Amoni, Noah Masui. I mean, I could go on. I love those guys. Those are more recent. And then, you hear about legends like Bryce, who was a little bit before me. Coach Brady speaks very highly of him. And then I couldn't leave out Brock, of course. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I teed you up. Pretty well with that. I'm interested in the season, man. You kind of touched on, hey, we want to take that next step. Ran into some older alumni who, we got some old timers who just roll through practice.
Yeah.
You guys probably see them, which is pretty cool. Like guys who live in Woodland and down in the Bay Area and Sacramento area. And I was asking them like, oh, what road games are you going to go on and that sort of thing. And they're like, we're going to San Diego. We're hoping to go to Dallas, that sort of thing. So I know it's fun as a player to like look at the schedule and kind of think through the games and think through the road trips and like, oh, haven't been there before and that sort of thing. But looking at the schedule, just a quick peek, like any games stand out to you that you're looking forward to? I know some are, in my mind, I don't want to give you my favorites, but yeah, what games are you looking forward to from the schedule?
Yeah, I mean, the PR train answer is to say I'm looking forward to
One game
every
at a
game,
time.
one game at a time. But yeah, in all seriousness, I mean, we start the season with 3 games on the road, so that's not easy. But we look forward to just traveling. I think we experienced it last year when we started our first 3 games on the road. Like, we're just so excited to play. We don't really care if we're going across country or not, or whether the game counts or not. Yeah, but when we look at conference play, obviously we played Montana at home, Idaho on the road, which was a very fun place to play at last year. So to name a couple, I mean, yeah, those are some ones we definitely look forward to.
Nice. What's the Kibbe Dome like? I used to NCAA football before they brought it back.
Yeah.
Like, that was my only video game. I always wanted to play a neutral site game at the Kibbe Dome. What was it like?
It exceeded my expectations.
Okay.
It was a lot nicer than I expected. Not that I expected bad things, but it was just, tall ceilings. And it might have been my favorite place to play at, maybe outside of Montana State, but it's a cool place to play. I look forward to going back. And we've got Hayden John on the team this year who will be
He's got the
going back. So yeah.
That's right. That's right. Sam, what about you? What trips are you looking forward to? You've been to San Diego before. What's it going to be like for you?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a fun game because, I lived in Temecula. I went to school in
That's
Temecula
right.
Valley, so I have some people out there that, waiting to come to the game. But other than that, I mean, I'm just excited to play football in general. I guess PR train answer, but honestly, for me, it's like just one game at a time. Montana game is going to be fun. It's always fun to play those guys, and it's going to be exciting to play here too. So, other than that, yeah, I'm just excited to play football, just taking it one game at a time, and whatever team shows up, we're going to go out there and do our best.
Yeah,
obviously win.
For crappy players like me, I didn't have like, oh, I want 6 sacks this year. Because like if I just got a sack, I'd been pretty juiced.
Yeah.
But you're an experienced guy. You've had a lot of success. Like, do you have in your mind like a goal or two? Like, hey, I want this amount of yards or this many touchdowns, or I want to be more involved here. I want to prove this aspect of my game. Like, have you kind of done that for yourself, or do you view things differently?
Honestly, I kind of view things a little differently. For me, I'm always like looking at where I can improve in my game, whether it's in the run game, running short routes, long route, medium routes, releases. Like, I'm just always looking at like where I can improve, because I feel like if I keep improving those things, like everything is going to work itself out. I don't really try to look too far ahead. And obviously, like the quarterback O-line is a big part of my success.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to, give those guys the trust that they need in me. Just trying to be more consistent with them throughout the season and off-season practices, whatever it is. But other than that, like, I just try to let everything fall in place, but just always focus on me and try to improve my game.
Yeah, love it. And then Trent, I think we'll finish with you. Just if you now look at this, your 4th year, this is your 3rd year, like getting substantial playing time. right?
Yeah, I would
Ish.
say so. Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of things are you focused on? Same thought. Like, do you have specific goals
Yeah.
for yourself or even the unit?
Yeah. I think for me, it's going into year 3 of really playing, but year 2 of a leadership role, and I just want to continue to elevate in that aspect. Bring these young guys along, and that's not just in the D-line room. That's across the board, both defensively and offensively. And then, I know as a unit, we want to, bring down the yards per carry. Last year, we were a little higher than we had been in the past couple of years. And so as a unit, we want to bring that number down. And that's a big goal of ours. And that obviously starts up front with, myself and Rain. So that's something, we've honed in a lot. And then I think it's just, every day you have that dedication to improving your craft holistically. And so that's how I rush the passer, how I play the run game. And so every day I'm keeping that in mind, whether it's in the weight room with Burke or it's a, scrimmage during spring ball. So that's all super important to me.
Oh, love it. Well, I feel like this has been really awesome catching up with you guys. For those who don't know, the spring game will have already happened. So hopefully you got your kids out and you got to run on the field and all the things. But these guys are getting close to wrapping up spring ball. Have a great season. Stay healthy. We're behind you, and go Ags.
Yep. Thank you. Go Ags.